мы такой компании возьмем, да и припремся к Элис. Элис? Who is fucking Элис?
Alice the Darkest Hour is a film by Thomas Pill and Michael Effenberg. Michael Effenberg has brought us spooky, crazy horror movies like Tortura or Seekers in their last years. It is a film by the publishing company Matador Films, who have been very famous for releasing very gory, bloody horror flicks. And those of you expecting Alice the Darkest Hour to fall under the same category of a bloody, gruesome gore flick are going to be a bit disappointed. Because even though there are some gory moments in Alice the Darkest Hour, it is not the focus of the film. Alice the Darkest Hour is more or less a dark mystery thriller that is very subtle but gets its point across really well. It is an obvious homage to Alice in Wonderland. But this isn't your regular Alice in Wonderland. This is Alice in Wonderland on crack! The story focuses on a girl called Alice. Her name is Alice! Who is having a troubled life. Her mother recently passed away, and things aren't going that good in school. And in the evening, she sets out on her bike and goes into a forest where she encounters a dark, magical little world. The whole entire film has this totally eerie vibe to it. You get this feeling like you are watching Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me, where we are watching the last few days of Laura Palmer. Here it feels like something is going to happen to Alice by the end of the movie, and you're just waiting what it will be and how she will get there. As I said before, the gore in this movie is there. It is just not central. And when it appears, it is more to give this unsettling feeling that things aren't quite right, not to be shoved into your face. So this is pretty much this crossing between Twin Peaks and a modern version of Alice in Wonderland. The acting is also very nice. Carolina Hoffman, who plays Alice, shines in this film. And I also have to mention Claude-Oliver Rudolph, who does an amazing job himself. The cinematography in this film really shows what this crew can do. There are shots in this movie that are so dark, but still visible, that it totally fits the tone of the film. There was a lot of love here when it came to making the lighting look good, and you can totally see that. That really pays off. If I'm going to have to criticize anything about this movie, is that the ending sort of feels a little rushed, happens kind of too fast, but not to the point where it is irritating or makes the movie look shitty. The only big problem this film has is that it was made under a small budget. And that is sometimes very visible, despite the cinematography and the acting being really good. And I'm not talking about, we had such a small budget on our movie, it only cost $2 million. No, this was like zilch. This is like hardly any money was put into this at all. That's because this is a German production, and Germans very rarely like to give movies the amount of money necessary to make them look the way they're supposed to look like. So the fact that this movie ended up being so good despite its low budget is actually something really good and not really bad. But like, if you can look past that, you are going to have a really good time with this. This is a movie for a dark, foggy night when everything is looking all spooky outside and you just want to cuddle up in your room and with a bunch of blankets and have some cocoa. So please be sure to check it out if you can get your hands on it. The DVD and Blu-ray come out on the 19th of January. And everyone who is not in Germany, order this on Amazon, try to get your hands on it, because you don't want to miss this. This is a type of Alice we don't know yet. And I'm glad I met her.